Castlevania NES. Let's get it. Ooh. That good music. So yeah, I'm playing Castlevania for the NES. I'm not a huge Castlevania guy. No specific reason. These old ones are pretty straightforward. I didn't really grow up with Castlevania. We didn't have Castlevania, so I remember reading about it in the magazines and stuff. It was like huge, and even now, like it's one of those franchises from this era that has continued to just like stick around and be and stuff. So it's pretty cool when a you know, like a series from this time is able to stay relevant and people will still have like a fondness for it, because there's a ton of franchises that just kind of didn't make it. But and you know, like Simon Belmont, our hero, who we see creeping up, is in Smash Brothers now. Like he's a playable character. So I mean, if that doesn't show you, or if that doesn't prove that he's an important guy in the tapestry that is old school video games, and you know, that influenced the generation, then I don't know what to tell you, man. But definitely did. Like, it's got an anime. It has tons of games on tons of consoles. There's just so much stuff that this series has done, and it all started on this little game right here. But yeah, I mean, it's an NES platformer. Like, what else is there to say? Oh, wall chicken, another staple. The wall chicken. But yeah, you're basically in Dracula's castle, and you're here to stop Dracula. Pretty simple story. I mean, later on it gets more complicated, and you know, as time goes on. And also, like, Castlevania's gone through a lot of like artistic changes too. Like, I've seen some of them. I've played some of the other ones. Like, there was a multiplayer one on the PS3 that I really liked. There was like one on the DS that I really liked. I've done on this channel a couple years ago. Damn, that's how long it's been. But I think I did like the Dracula X, I think is what it was called. I just remember it had dope fire effects. But I remember because I played it on the PSP and then I played on the Super SNES. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't have anything bad to say about Castlevania. I think it's a snazzy little romp through Dracula's castle. I don't know, man. It's just one of those things where like the people who did it were they were onto something, you know? Like, there's a reason this franchise has endured. One of the hardest things about this game, though, is the fact that he moves like molasses. And I'm not used to playing games where you move like molasses. I'm used to playing the faster-paced games, you know, like Sonic Hedgehog, or even like regular Mario Brothers. So, but yeah, we recently did a blocky music on this channel about. Well, I don't know when stuff gets uploaded or whatever, but like, we recorded a blocky music episode. Janet, Alyssa, and I talking about the music for this game, and it was all positive stuff, man. Like, it was all like, everyone, we were all kind of like, yo, this is pretty good. And it's just interesting how, like, even from a game this age, like, they were kind of like on it. I don't know what that little 2 stands for. But on to the next place. Yay. I'm not going to beat the whole game. I'm not going to go through the whole game. I'm just going to, until I feel like it's kicking my ass, and then I give up. Look at him. His little goofy little walk cycle. But yeah, I mean, it's doing one of those things that I really like about old NES games and just old games in general, where like the colors are super bright and they use a lot of like the colors to kind of make things pop out. This one does have some stuff where it's like, oh god, like where's the background and what's the foreground? It's got some of that going on, but also it's because, you know, like I'm playing it on a high definition display, and it's not like the original, you know, like thing. It's running off one of the like the game service thingies, so you know it doesn't have the same feel as if playing on CRT, but still, like, I don't know, I think it looks good. It's one of those games though that I kind of wish like I could play it like on a traditional CRT on an NES, like hooked up via RF, like not even through not even through friggin' like the component cables, like just through RF, because I love the I love the jankiness of the. Wait, why am I playing it on this? I think I had the friggin' Castlevania collection. Maybe I don't. I don't remember. But yeah, I feel like the fuzzies and like the kind of like the. Yeah, I think. Oh god, again! I played myself. I'm foolish. Ooh. But yeah, I know I've watched I think the first 3 seasons of the anime, and I like the first 2. The third one I wasn't really big on. I feel like it changed a lot. But I don't know, the fact that like I think the thing that kind of like amazes me the most and like makes me just think positively about Castlevania is that, like I said, like this is a franchise that's been going on since the 90s. It got renewed popularity. It has over time. It's like influenced like so many friggin' games that people like. And like even if you go back to something like this, right, where it's like a lot of the times you play like a franchise's first game and it's like, oh, this definitely got better over time, you know, like it's a good thing they kept improving, because or else it would have sucked. But like this one, you know, I think I think it's like solid still, like it's still pretty good. The music's good, the pixels are nice. I don't like the way he moves, like the way the jump works in these games, but that's personal preference. That's not like, you know, like that's just kind of how they did the game to be different and like to kind of have like a different like feel. So it's nothing negative towards the game. It's just, it is what it is. Oh, just straight up death. Oh my god. Yes. So, like I said, I've never beat one of these games. I don't plan on beating any of these games ever. I don't have it in me. It's the thing. You know what it is for me is the fact that like it's a lot more methodical. You gotta like think about it more. You can't just like jump all willy-nilly. Like I play recklessly. That's what I do. But you can't really do that. Can't really do that, man. Alright, let's see. Oh, that was a close one, man. All right, here we go. Yeah, these orange with the blue highlights and then the red with the green. It's all very like. It's not scary, you know. It's like, I mean, Castlevania's not supposed to be a horror game, but it does have like darker themes. Or just like spooky elements, you know, or like the motif is very like Dracula, castles, vampires, blood, you know, like that kind of stuff. But it's not like scary. And oh my god, this dude just straight up dunked me off the side. The closest thing this reminds me of, and because again I'm not a Castlevania player, it's like Zelda 2 almost. Like Zelda 2, I like the motion feels a lot more like action oriented in Zelda 2. One of my favorite games of all time, by the way. But yeah, I wonder if like in the later NES games of these, like they do anything to the jumps to make them feel different. I'd be curious to try out because I've never really played any. I've played I think all 3 of the NES Castlevanias just like to try, but never like I'm gonna beat this from start to end. I did try to do that for Castlevania 2, and then until I realized that that's the worst one you can pick because it's like the first of its kind to do that. Like, this isn't linear. Like, you have to go and explore and stuff. And I did not. I don't do well at those. And also like because it was an NES game, they didn't translate it well, so it's just kind of hard to tell like what the hell's going on. How did I die here? Oh, one of these things killed me like in an instant. Okay, let's see. Oh my god, really? All right, well, I've got extra life. All right. All right. Oh my god. Jeez, dude. This game's hard. Oh. Oh. Alright, here we go. I recognize these things. These things have been in, like, all the games. Okay. Alright. I don't know what that's for. Is there wall chicken? No, there's no wall chicken. Yeah, but I've also messed around with Castlevania. I think I've had like a passing interest in the series for like a really long time. The first one I really like played or like tried to play was, surprisingly enough, the multiplayer one on the PS3. Like, that was the one where I was like, oh man, I want to try this game. I want to try a Castlevania game. And it was like faster paced and it was goofy as hell because it was a multiplayer one. It was a mishmash. I don't know how well that was received, but that was the one that I was like, yeah, this is cool. I like it. Is this the boss? It is. Is that why there were so many Medusa heads? Come on. Yes! Give me the orb. I got the orb. Onward. Yeah! Give me another life because I'm about to lose it. I'm about to lose it. Ooh. I love how this song starts. Creepy little guys. God, the colors are so strong, dude. I love when they're not afraid to use color. Like, that's one of my pet peeves about the like PS2, PS3 era of video games was that like everyone stopped using color. Everything is in like muddy blah. Or like this one, like it's not even trying to be like, we're gonna try to make it realistic with the colors, right? It's just like, no, dude, let's just get some striking colors. And let's just do, you know, let's just do what we want. And I think that holds up better over time too. Like, I think of games like Jet Set Radio and I think a big one people talk about is like Zelda The Wind Waker, where it's like when it came out, it was like, ew, why does this game look like this? It looks like it was made for kids. I don't want to play. It's not a game if I'm not a kid. And then the game was really fun, and then everyone liked it. But the moral of the story was, as time went on, you know, and then like people were like, oh, 12 Twilight Princess, finally, like, we got a Zelda that looks mature and looks so dope and realistic, and I love it. But then, like, if you play them now, even whether they're the original ones or the remasters that they came out with, like, the version on the Wind Waker just looks nicer. Like, it holds up nicer because of the graphical style, you know? Because they weren't like, let's make it realistic. They're like, let's stylize it. And in the long run, stylizing it tends to work out better because the games look more kind of timeless. And if they're ever upscaled, like, all you have to do is, yeah, just upscale the resolution that they're kind of like rendered in, and then everything looks better. You don't really have to do too much. Whereas like the other ones, you gotta like probably have to redo the textures and like the other stuff because you know, all the textures are low res. The colors are so like sad and the polygons don't exist. I don't know, man. I just like me a good colorful game. Oh god, this song is ripping. Oh no, I ran out of oh. God, I'm way down here. I'll give it one jolly old try. Oh god, stop. Stop it. Run. Oh my god. These little... How come these little creepy guys didn't kill me last time? Little creepies. Little creepies. Oh, you bastards. Oh, you fucking bastards. Oh, wall chicken, that's why. Yeah, dude, I like this song a lot. I mean, overall, I'm just digging this whole game. Like, I'm trying to think of things to talk about, but honestly, all I want to do is play the game. I think the first time I played these games, like, for realsies, was when I was in college. Like, when I barely moved in, I didn't take anything with me, so I didn't have anything. But I was able to snag like a big old CRT TV, and then my dad and I went to like a thrift shop, and they had a Nintendo. I think I told this one already, but they had an NES. Oh bastard! They had an NES set for $10, dude. And it had like, it was the console, the games, and like the controller. Like, it was a whole setup for $10. So I was like, hell yeah, get it. And I still have the games like back home, like they're in a box somewhere. Which reminds me, I probably need to take those to like a video game sale place because I don't need those anymore. If I was a homeowner, I would do it, but I'm not. So can't just keep hanging on to that stuff. Anyway. Anyway, so it came with a bunch of games, and I don't think Castlevania was in there, but like it got me on like an NES kick. So also one of the things I had gotten when I moved up there, or it was when I went to, I think, so I had that, so like I had NES games on the mind, right? I would play like the NES games that I had. That was cool, whatever. But then when I went back to visit for like Thanksgiving or something, GameStop was clearancing a bunch of old stuff, and I was able to get a PSP Go for like $30 or something. And of course I hacked it because why wouldn't I? And then one of the things you could put on there was NES games, and I was like, oh, that's sick. And then one of the games that I put on there was Castlevania 1, because I had never played it. And so I wanted to try it out. And so I did, and I just remember like this is the first time I ever played Castlevania 1. And I was just like, oh, this is cool. Like, I like this game. It's like different than anything I normally would have anything I would have normally played. And that's where I tried to beat the second game, and I failed miserably. Because I don't think anyone can beat the second game. I think it's impossible. Not because it's like hard in the sense of like, oh, it's you're just not skilled enough. Like, no, it's literally like they did not translate that well enough, so it's really hard to know what the hell you're supposed to be doing, unless you have a guide or you've done it before. I don't have a B weapon. Damn it. God damn it. Yes. Is there wall chicken anywhere? No. Oh. Basically, that's the first time I played this because I was liking NES games, so I put it on my PSP and I played Castlevania and I tried and I got my ass beat just like right now. So we're just reliving history. Anyway, that's it for Castlevania. I dig it. I super dig it. I really like it. I will try it again. I know I can beat this game. I have it in me. I'm just kind of ass right now, you know? It's because people are watching. That's why I can't